On Sunday, the 29th of May, 2017, 22Gz was in Miami for Memorial Day weekend. He'd landed there a few days earlier to play the Coast to Coast live music showcase. Now allegedly, 22Gz was on Ocean Drive, standing on the curb trying to guide an acquaintance of his who was trying to parallel park a white BMW 5 Series with New York plates into a tight spot. Now apparently this spot was just too small for the car and they ended up bumping a Buick that was nearby numerous times. Now apparently the owner of the vehicle that was bumped by 22Gz's friend was standing across the street and saw all of this happen. So he came over with his friend and decided to confront 22Gz. At this point the driver of the car leaned out and told the owner of the Buick and his friend to quote, "step the fuck back." It was then alleged that the driver passed a handgun to 22Gz after he climbed into the passenger seat whilst this conversation was going on. This confrontation between these two sets of men quickly escalated into an argument, and the confrontation ending, allegedly, with 22Gz firing that gun twice, hitting the owner of the car in the back and killing him, and hitting his friend in the leg, leaving him injured. Now, 22Gz and the driver immediately fled the scene of the murder, but at this point the police had already been called and managed to catch up with the white BMW only a minute later at Alton Road and 2nd Street. From here, a high-speed chase ensued which ended in a crash at the corner of 5th Street and Alton Road. After the crash, the cops opened fire, killing the driver and then taking 22Gz into custody, with the raucous arrest even being caught on video and the news reporting extensively on this insane crime scene.
Sunday night, an argument over a parking spot left one man dead and led to a confrontation with police, leaving a second man killed. Investigators say it started at the 200 block of Ocean Drive. 19-year-old Jeffrey Alexander allegedly shot and killed 30-year-old Ladarian Tyrell Phillips of Homestead. Alexander then fled to Alton Road and 6th Street with his 3 friends, say police, one of whom died after being shot by the cops. Alexander is now charged with 1 count of second-degree murder and attempted second-degree murder. Another one of Alexander's victims survived the shooting and is now home from the hospital.
Police say Alexander fired several shots, hitting the Buick driver in the leg and fatally striking the other man in the back. The BMW then crashed into 2 police cars several blocks away. 2 officers fired at the car, killing one of the 4 men inside. 3 others were arrested, including Alexander.
Wild. So, 22Gz caught an instant murder charge in Miami, and as a result, he was sat in jail out of New York awaiting further developments. This meant the GDs were lacking their most talented and clouted musical act, but thankfully they at least tried to continue releasing music without 22 actually being present. There was some music he'd recorded before he went away, like the track Invest in a Ratchet, the music video of which was filmed a week before 22 was arrested, a music video which featured a hilarious sequence where 22Gz chases a camera that's driving away from him at the end. It features some of that raw footage from the Miami arrest, and even a phone recording from 22 himself while he was still sat in that Miami jail.
Y'all know what's up. They got me in this bum-ass jail shit, and I ain't do shit. Shout out to all the fans and shit, though. Subscribe to that Blicky Gang ENT, Blicky Boys ENT.
But meanwhile, back in Ebbets Field, Breezy Blicky, Nick Blicky, and Nas Blicky dropped their song Different Type of Time, a track which naturally disses Jay Rich and the other Crips, but there was something that the Blickies were not counting on, because meanwhile, whilst 22Gz was locked up, their biggest ops over on the Crip side were making music, doing interviews, and picking up clout, scheming for a big release that would take this war between the Crips and GDs up to the next level.